2023 was all about interest rates when it comes to our housing market. So what will 2024 have in store for us? This morning, we are joined by Cierra DeVille, a local realtor in Southern California. Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
This is always an interesting conversation because for so many people, they're stuck right in the middle of this in Southern California. So the million-dollar question, where are we in this market right now? Buyer's market, seller's market, what do you think?
It's still a seller-friendly market. With the increase of interest rates, many people thought home values were going to go down, and they didn't. In fact, many sellers, if they're going to sell, they need to buy. And so with the increased interest rates, a lot of people didn't list their home. So we're still struggling with more inventory and more listings on the market.
Okay. It used to be before that when you had $1 million, it used to be a super mansion, if you will, but now not so much. So suppose you have a budget of maybe $800,000 or so. What areas would you target as up and coming?
Yeah, I think Baldwin Hills, Culver City, you can get some good bang for your buck there. But it's all up to the individual and what's important to them. Obviously, location is the most important thing. So if they want more walkability, you know, they might have a smaller amount of options. If you're looking for more suburb lifestyle, you might have some more options.
Yeah, that walkability is, you know, a big draw. But then in those communities, you see the price really jump, right? And to your point, I feel like always those really great homes that are move-in ready, that have been flipped or redone, they're selling still for way over asking price.
They are, especially with the increase of interest rates. More people are desiring a home that's already ready to go.
Yeah.
They don't have that extra capital to remodel an entire home right now.
Yeah, you got to be loaded to do that, right? Okay, any areas do you think seeing the biggest jumps in prices, like exploding, or any areas that are actually coming down and becoming more affordable? Does that even exist?
Well, we actually saw home values slightly increase about 6% in the last year, and everyone thought they were going to decrease, but because of the demand, we didn't see that. As far as, you know, any coastal communities, those home values are staying pretty stable and high, but we saw a lot of stability in our home values. They're still relatively high, kind of all over, but there are some pockets where you have a bit of an opportunity to negotiate as a buyer right now. There's still not as many buyers as there were a year and a half ago.
So if people are renting right now, what advice do you have for first-time home buyers?
That's a really great question, because I think the tough conversation is talking about finances. It's very uncomfortable for people, and you really need to talk to a lender, because they're going to put you on a path to success, and they have a lot of customized programs that they can kind of draw out a map for you in the next 6 to 12 months, so you have an idea of what affordability looks like for you, what your monthly payment is going to be, and oftentimes it's not as far out of reach as people think.
Looks like here in 2024, we're going to have potentially a few interest rate drops. Are you excited about that?
We are. The real estate market has been pretty quiet this last year and a half. Overall sales are down about 7% year over year. And so we do see that interest rates going down is going to start moving the needle more. Anticipation is probably a little bit more inventory. Those people that wanted to sell the last year and a half with interest rates going down, now they'll put the home on the market.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cierra DeVille, thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks so
it's
much.
a crazy ride to be in your business.
Yeah, it's fun though. It's really fun.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.